Hello.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Hi, yes. Hi, Madhuko.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Sorry.
I'm Dr. Sumit, sir. I'm a
Hi,
colleague of
Dr. Sumit.
Madhukar. Hello, sir. How are you?
Uh, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good too, sir. Thank you. And nice to talk to you after a long time.
Yes, same here. Pleasure talking with you.
Sir, Madhukar sir is coming, sir. He is on some other work right now.
No
He'll
worry.
join you soon.
No worry.
He is here.
Hi, Madhuko. How are you? Uh, uh, Perfect. I'm not able to. Yeah, I'm not able to. Like allowed to share your screen. No worry. Yeah. Uh, yes, it's been. Yes, yes, it's been visible. Um, I just tried to share a screen. Let me know once it's been visible to you. Perfect noise. Yeah. Thank you. Uh, Done. Should I like disconnect now or join at 2:10 or okay, got it. Yeah. Thank you. Hello. Sean. No worries. Done. No worries. Yeah. Hello. Sure.
Thank you, sir. Hope my voice is audible.
Yes, it is. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, good afternoon, all. Uh, a warm welcome to all the participants on the second day of our faculty development program. I'm delighted to see so much enthusiasm and energy in the room. I hope yesterday's session were informative and thought provoking, and I'm excited for the engaging discussions and learning experiences that lie ahead today. Let's make the most of this opportunity to learn, grow, and network with the fellow educators. Wishing you all a productive and enriching day ahead. Feel free to modify to it to fit your style and program specifics. So now today, if we talk about the today's session, we have a guest, Mr. Kush Prajapati, who is the founder and CEO at Radisson Medisol, a Leaders in Innovations Fellowship, Royal Academy of Engineering, London. If you talk about his academics at Radisson Medisol, the team innovates at the intersection of the healthcare and technology, focusing on a smart IoT-based device that enhances medication adherence for cardiac and cancer patients. This commitment stems from the comprehensive education in entrepreneurship at MIT and Y Combinator and a background in electrical engineering from VGEC. The Royal Academy of Engineering Leaders in Innovation Fellowship broadened by network and understanding of sustainable development, fueling our mission to reduce global medication errors. That is what about the Mr. Kush Prajapati's academics says. His work targets critical SDGs, leveraging statistical analysis skills to develop implantable medical devices that promise a significant impact on our healthcare outcomes. So welcome you, Mr. Kush Prajapati, sir, for our second day national level virtual faculty development program on medical additive manufacturing, AI and ML approaches. The session is all yours, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for the introduction. Really appreciate that. Just to confirm before I start the presentation, am I audible properly, right?
Yes, sir. Your voice is totally audible. Please.
Perfect, perfect. Sure. So just sharing my deck. Let me know once it's been visible.
Yeah.
Uh, Perfect. Sure. So, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Myself, Kush Prajapati. I'm the founder of Radisson Medisol, where we work towards enhancing people's life with the medication precision. For today's presentation, I will kind of try to talk more about the emerging trend in the medical additive manufacturing, which is being powered by AI and ML. And also we'll explore certain intersection between the 3D printing, AI, and machine learning, and how it is revolutionizing the whole medical industry, from the innovative implants to a personalized prosthetic. The lot of great and exciting innovations are coming into the kind of commercial stage in coming years and months. And so yeah, get ready for the insightful journey for the future of medication technology. And before I jump to talk more about the additive manufacturing and the AI/ML, I just kind of just quickly gonna give you a brief about what we do at Redisi, just for your reference in the context, and then we'll just move over towards to talking more about 3D printing and the AI. So at Redisi, we are working to solve a problem which is being faced by almost 400 million chronic patients, both across India and US, where in a simplistic manner, patients are not consuming the right medication at the right time. And that's why average adherence of chronic patients is only 30 to 40% only. And just to kind of showcase the implication of the non-adherence, so whenever the adherence reduces below 50%, for the case of cancer in a cardiac patient, the chances of having a readmission and a hospitalization rate increase almost by 30 and 50% respectively, which means that when over the journey of next 3 years, if the patients don't consume the right medication at the right time, the chances of having the readmission at hospital increase drastically. And there are certain current methods that majority of us and as well as the population across the global use, which is primarily normal plastic box that major like most of us would have seen in our household, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 compartment small pill box. along with the normal pill reminding application, which is works like just an alarm through the phone. But the research says that they are not at all helping patients with the improve their medication adherence. The medical error is WHO's third global patient safety challenge, and the two key responsible factors are the first one is almost 70% of the time patients simply forget to take pills on time, and 50% of the time patients don't have a right organizing mechanism available. And to emphasize on the severe aspect of the financial economics, this is costing them almost $528 billion annually, the US healthcare ecosystem. And that's why we entered at Redison with the three key vision statement. The first one is to increase medication adherence rate up to 92% from existing 30 to 40% only. Second is improving pill refilling and the real-time tracking, again, powered by AI ML, so we can have a much more predictive and analytical component in our solution. And the third, which is very critical for us, is to reducing the readmission and hospitalization rate significantly. So currently for cancer and the cardiac patient, it's like 50, 30 and to 30%. And we are looking to reduce it below 10% for the both of the disease group. We provide a single window solutions for medication management, reminders, and adherence tracking, where a pill box coupled with a mobile application help us to generate an insight engine, which helps us to track the medication data, adherence report, and AI-powered predictive analytics. So one of the main things that I want to emphasize to all of you that the AI and ML is something comes, I would say, phase two or phase three of a solution. The first and the foremost important aspect of any solution is going to be how we collect the data. So that's what exactly what we're doing with our pillbox. That we are collecting the data through a pillbox and a smart mobile phone application, and we have our own AI algorithm and the model, which is helping them us to identify that what are the chances of patients having the readmission or the hospitalization rate, when the next refilling will be required, what is the trend of the patients going to be for next 3 years, what are the probability of having a second time cardiac arrest, just be based on the seeing the pattern of the adherence for almost 2 to 3 months. So it's always important to like have an insight engine which works like a kind of a fuel for the AI ML engine that you want to develop. A product is very simple to use, like ready to go in simple 5 steps. Turn on the device, enable device Wi-Fi with just one tap, connect device to your mobile phone, again one-time process, load a medication into different compartments, and input a medication detail. That's all. Then device will remind patients about which medication to consume at what time, and also it will generate a report that whether patient have consumed medication or not. And this is more about our cloud engine. So we have like two engines that we have categorized in our solution. First one is the insight engine, which works like a data flow for our AI and ML like database. And second is a cloud engine, because we want to power the real-time adherence tracking management, where we have a constant API integration and the data transfer is being happening to different APIs, such as patient-specific data, drug interaction data, AI-powered predictive analytics report, integration with existing EHR system, real-time data processing. And similarly, we are also sharing this data with the relevant stakeholders like patients, caretaker, provider, and the insurance company, so that we can ensure that whatever data that we are having is always being validated, and we can also increase the efficiency of the AI model that we've developed. For the IP, that's something that we always look for any startup. Is like we already have one patent granted in Indian market, one patent in its final publication stage, and also we have patent published in US as well. We're waiting for the SCAT to get granted. We have few of the design restrictions as well as trademarks available with us. This was a founding team, which is consists of 3 founders. All of us are from engineering and the management background, where I primarily look after the sales and the partnership and the investment of the firm, and like Raj and Romila looking after the partnership and the operational respectfully. And like again, we are coming up from the like great institute which are backing us from ensuring that we come up with the right solution and the right strategy. Yeah. So just now, as we go around and talk more about AI ML and specifically in the 3D printing industry, let me simply just talk about 5 simple facts that why this topic matters. The first one is that rapid turnaround in a critical in trauma centers. So specifically, there are certain European centers that are now able to put custom cardiac plates in under 48 hours, down from the previous 20 to 28 days. So imagine how fast the patients can kind of simply get the services available to them, and how fast they can get discharged, and how fast we can solve their issues as well. the in-house 3D printing of the medical implants can result in significantly cost saving. So there have been certain studies that has been done around it, that if any hospital of let's say roughly around 200 bed hospital implement their own in-house like implant 3D printing technology, they can easily save up to 1.5 to 2 crores over fun of next 1 year by ensuring that they can save almost 2 to 3 thousand dollars per case annually. And the advance in AI-powered port detection allows for the sub-millimeter accuracy through a commercial plugin are still in the experiment, though it's still in the experimental space. But this is one of the most promising AI solutions that we are that we are always look forward to. And one of the great like motivations for a lot of AI and the ML researchers who are in India want to work on that. The India's medtech policies are aimed to reduce countries' reliance on the medical import from around 70% down to 30 to 50% by 2030. Again, driving a need for local manufacturing capabilities, which is to ensure that we have a kind of proper amount of high quality medical equipment available, having both EU as well as FDA compliant products, so that we don't need to rely much more on the import from the other countries per se. Now, this is the kind of section roadmap that what I'll try to cover over the next 10 to 15 slides that I'm going to share. So we'll kind of talk much more about digital health and bioprinting. We'll look for the current market condition, trends driving growth in these exciting sectors. Then we'll take a dive into the digital thread, the end-to-end process from CT scan to operating theater with the AI-powered checkpoints along the way. Then we'll showcase the design superpower of AI, demonstrate how it can optimize the whole implant design to reduce the weight and improve the bond fusion as well. After that, we'll discuss the quality control technique using a webcam and the heat maps to ensure the first time right 3D printed part. This is one of the main crucial things for like all the 3D printing technologies that's coming on the way. I'm not sure how many of you would have used a 3D printer, but one of the most difficult part of using a 3D printer is like always to get the right accurate design. So there has been study again being done by Harvard, which says that almost 30% of the first time 3D printing design are always being discarded, which means there's a lot of powder, there's a lot of material, there's a lot of power as well. So that it's always important to have a right strategy from day one so that we can have a right output for each and every 3D printed part that we want. And then finally, we'll kind of showcase the latest innovation in bioprinting, including the printing hydrogel with living cells and highlighting some of the cutting edge work that has already been done at IITs. This is just to kind of give you a comprehensive understanding about the technology and the trends of the future of digital health. Now, so why I want to talk about market snapshot first of all. So one of the fundamental reason for the fundamental reason is that whatever we research that we do, or the students that you've been teaching to, or as a faculty you want to do a research on, of course, it has to have a certain amount of future commercial applications being available. The reason of that is that if you develop a solution which have a very strong future market prospect, there are very high chances that you can get a significantly good amount of investment as well as the funding grant as well. So you can take the product from idea to the end level and the commercialization stage. The current global healthcare 3D printing market has seen a tremendous growth since last few years, jumping from $4.1 billion in 2019 to staggering $9 billion by 2024. And it has been projected that only 3D printing itself will be a total market size of $27 billion by 2030, and growing at impressive rate of 80% of CAGR. In the dental sector, the clear aligner printing has less than 24 year-on-year increase, which means the dental leaders are going to be one of the most prominent sector where, again, India being one of the frontline on that, where we have one of the most cheapest implant cost as well as the different dental procedure cost compared to the rest of the world. And so that's where also like a lot of investors and the startups are working on to ensure that we have an effective amount of clear aligner printing, 3D printing mechanism available at in-house facility. In orthopedic, the patient-met spine cages have grown from 29% and titanium hip cup have increased by 90%, showcasing that now different materials that people have started using compared to earlier, the typical 2 or 3 materials that only doctors used to trust on. India represents a significant opportunity with DST's medical device AM call of 2025, providing almost 150 crores in funding of only for equipment itself, showcasing that the government aggressively want to work with the solution, which is not only increasing efficiency, but also will ensure that government have all the high-tech AI ML solutions available at the clinical research facility available. And again, for a job perspective, India will need very high qualified engineers, specifically in AI/ML, from not only today but till 2027 itself, showcasing that a lot of students who are going to be work on AI/ML will have a significantly future ahead. Now, like digital thread is a seamless. How this whole system of starting from capturing to final operating any 3D printing works. So it's an end-to-end process that connects the entire product of life cycle from designing to manufacturing to operation. This is just a high-level overview of key steps in a digital thread: the capture, segment, design, simulate, print, and monitor and operate. Each step is represented by icon and a brief descriptive. Like so, first of all, if this capture, when we talk about the capture, right? So the capture test involve the advanced screening technology like Beam City or iPhone LiDAR to capture the unique geometry of any product. Uh, Again, the segmentation is all about uses the AI-powered UNet to automatically paint the boundaries of the bond structure in under 2 minutes. The design step is all about leveraging the cloud computing to evaluate the thousands of lattice combinations to optimize the product designing. And the stimulation is to run cloud-based FIA to generate a stress map with the AI tweaking and the pattern as needed. Printing and monitoring uses the webcam to stream the 3D printing process to Octoprint AI, which flags any pause or defects in a real-time basis. And finally, to operate, the operate steps links to a full design by QR code, ensuring the regulatory compliances that are always being done in the 3D printing technologies. So, primary reason that why this whole digital thread is required. So, if you look at the way that one of the prominent issues that a lot of people face while learning the AI is not able to understand from where to start. Now, here, it's when it's simplistic way, if you look that rather than directly going for a cloud computing, it's better to have a kind of proper amount, proper good solution or equipment which can capture real-time code bean or iPhone LiDAR, which grabs a unique geometry of any amount of bones that we are capturing to have a final output available. So this is all about this is how the real-time AI works in any 3D printing technology. In fact, this is the same vertical that we use. In a capture, we collect different medication relevant technologies data from our iPhone application. In segmentation, our AI is going to utilize the different outline the data analytics components that we already implemented. Design is all about creating a dashboard where we always kind of keep track of what is adherence rate ratio of particular patients and how through a cloud engine we can optimize and increase the predictive modeling capability. Stimulate is all about working with a third party where we ensure that we provide them insights. For example, if patient only having a 30% adherence rate, we tell the doctor that, you know what, we believe that these patients will have a require readmission again. So kindly please talk with them. Monitoring is all about having the real-time dashboard available to all the stakeholders so that they can aware about the treatment process time as well as the real-time insights from the medication adherence. And operate is all about decision-making ability. Uh, Now, about design magic, about lightweight lattices and the topology tricks. This is something a bit of technologies terms that usually AI ML in a world that we use a lot, where how the advanced design technologies can be create the strong and the lightweight structures. So we usually start by exploring how the natural inspired porous structures like a thyroid can dramatically reduce the modulus of material, matching properties of human cortical bone. We also kind of work on how the AI-powered generative algorithm can rapidly produce the thousands of design candidates, allowing us to explore the design space and find an optimal solution. Again, knowing which AI solutions to use is very important for us. So always, it's useful if you kind of understand how uh, which AI tool or AI agent you can use to have a generative algorithm It is more like having a 10,000 engineers with you working 24 by 7 to generate designs for you. Then all about a clinical study in Chicago already have shown that early fusion rate was observed almost 88 to 80% with a similar subsidence. And like there are certain student projects that are already being done where they will simply use iPhone stand and I ask AI to reduce the weight by 35% while maintaining the strength. And AI can simply do that. So it's compared to earlier where anybody need to understand about CAD designing, need to know about the different strength, how to analyze the strength of a product, how to have a different variable design available. Right now, it's very easy. Use an inbuilt AI agent or AI generative algorithm. Upload your design. Ask it how to increase the efficiency of your product, how to increase the strength, how to reduce the weight, how to create a design which is suitable for the outcome, and you can get it done in no time. Then there is a like first time white printing and how AI saves both powder and the patients. So this is more about developing a technology, even in-house project. This can be work like an in-house project. You can kind of get the repo from the GitHub to do at your end as well if you have a 3D printer available. But the primary agenda is to understand that rather than directly going for a 3D printing work of a kind of, let's say, skeleton, right? You can always start with something super small, and if you aim to increase the efficiency of that existing solution, the chances of you creating a bigger picture or a multi-layer dimensional AI model increasing substantially. So there are certain AI powered systems available to monitoring the printing process and detect the defect in the real time. A simple low-cost Raspberry Pi camera captures high-speed video of the print, which AI model analyze to spot the issues like balling or the lack of fusion. Then the thermal cameras are there to detect the overheating. And then AI can predict when the porosity clusters are about to form, which means that rather than waiting for the whole 3D printing product to get done, you can always monitoring and identify the issues and the porous from the day one, from the starting of the process. So there is always been pilot that's being done at the Australian hospital, and they already have kind of a system had cut the scrap material by 23% and helped them to save almost 22,000 euros in a titanium powder cost, as well as 300 machine hours, which means a simple Raspberry Pi with the AI algorithm, which is always already been open source to a Git repository, can be helped is helping different medical devices to increase the efficiency. Now, this is completely open source and can be replicated by any students on the Android 3 printer for a plastic piece printing as well. And this is just a showcase the real impact of how AI can have in making the additive manufacturing much more effective and sustainable. Now, bar printing is one of the vertical where a lot of innovations has been done in last couple of years at least, where bioprinting is a powerful technique that allow us to create a living creatures using the cell and biomaterials. You might have seen this headline few days back that now we have artificially we have produced the werewolves which naturally have extinct almost more than 10,000 years ago, right? So how the bioprinting actually works? So we just simply start by mixing the bio inks, a combination of hydrogels like elignate or gelatin, methacrylate or stem cell, and the stem cell, and AI control extrusion system dynamically adjusts the nozzle pressure and the temperature to maintain over 92% of the cell variability and much higher than 80% in the manual setup. So that's where the AI control extrusion is much needed to ensure that if you want to go in a bioprinting, we need to have certain precision. Of course, 92% is something that which is significantly less if you want to create a human tissues like for heart, for an example. So the research has been already been going on that front. But yeah, this allows us to print a very fine 0.25 mm stand that can be cross-linked into any tiny living like a Lego bricks. So compared to earlier, it's very easy for now to for any even doctors and the scientists to replicate a different part of human body. We already have seen the custom prosthetic being made out of tissue cells available, something like a Lego brick where scientists and the doctors simply club different tissues together and build a custom-made prosthetic for the patients. We already seen the clinical applications where printing a rabbit knee cartilage disc that show the highland-like tissues, which means that already the earlier animal trials are already showcasing the promising result. And again, compared to earlier, the students can use this affordable equipment like 40,000 beta to print an ear-shaped scaffold. And the bioprinting is basically making it simpler than ever to create a living, functional structures. We are just scratching the surface for sure, but yeah, there's endless possibilities around it. Now, just a few case studies of uh, already startups who are doing a great across the world. So first one is the Basel from Switzerland. This is a case study that like remarkably in 24 hours, the cranial plate procedure performed in a Switzerland. So this timeline shows that the rapid progression from the initial 2 a.m. accident to successful implementations of a custom peak plate by the next day at 9 a.m. The key milestones include the 6 a.m. CT scan with the AI-powered defect analysis, 9 a.m. surgeon approval, and the 4 p.m. printing and the finishing of the plate in the ISO 7 clean room. The final implementation, the result in extremely low fit error of only 0.18 mm, leading to a cost saving of almost 3,000 pounds. This is just to demonstrate the power of the advanced technologies like AI and ML and the 3D printing to enable the incredibly fast and the precision the cranial reconstruction procedure. Which means imagine that in future if anybody is going through a very bad or severe accident and they need immediate replacement of the particular part of that bone, and typically it might take not even weeks but at least a month to get a proper bone size available, which is again go through a couple of A/B testing and to have a final implementation being done. Now, because of the existing AI, which helping doctors to take the better decisions and in a super fast manner, we can just reduce this timeline drastically within a day, not a week for sure. The case study two is all about the ultralight spine cage, again from US. This is just to highlight how an AI-driven design and optimize can lead up to 30% reduction for a spinal implant while maintaining the necessary bone stiffness. Again, this is something that I mentioned earlier. Using the AI, if you just click a picture, ask AI to keep the structure same but reduce the weight and ensuring the strength always being remaining same. AI can do the work for a normal plastic big 3D printer, and now the majority of the researchers are using the same technology and same algorithm and for the utilizing for a spine like different spine related injuries. So you can imagine if in a spinal implant, if the kind of weight of the spine is 30% less than the existing human-made spine, right? How easy for the patients to just walk around with the custom spine, as well as how easy for them to have a quicker recovery compared to the earlier days. The AI design strength rapidly explored almost 1 million potential lattice structures, far more than could be done manually. So imagine how much time it would have been take for any manually to run through 1 million potential lattice structures and to come up with the right structure and the solution for the doctors. But right now it's been done within a day, or not in hours for sure. And to identify the optimal lightweight design, this resulting that implant has seen the excellent clinical outcomes with almost 80,000 implants with the fusion success rate of all 90%. So imagine that 80,000 implants already being done with the success rate of 90% and saving the like number of like weeks of the time that it would have been cost to patients and doctors both for a treatment procedure time and then to ensure the patient's recovery time. How fast the AI can help doctors to make a cure. And this is a great example again how AI can be leveraged to drive innovation and deliver tangible benefits in the medical industry. Uh, again, the clear dental aligners is going to be the future of the dental treatment. This is just about how digital workflow of delivering a clean dental aligner to the patients. This is just like a playbook. So again, this is something that a lot of startup who are in the similar dental aligner space are using this exactly same replica where in the morning they start with digital scan of the patient's teeth using the advanced iTero intraoral scanner Then they leverage the cloud-based AI system to convert the 3D mesh into 20-step aligner treatment plan. The overnight, the high-speed DLP resin printer from produces the custom aligner, which are ready to for the patients for the pickup the next day. And this is the end-to-end process allows doctors and the patients to provide much more personalized and how high quality treatment in a remarkably short time framework. Yeah. Now this is more about an Indian startup, one of the very prominent startup. Again, you guys should look after the Avai Bioscience. They already kind of started, founded in 2021 in Bangalore, with having a 10 members from IIT Madras as well as IIT Bangalore as well. They have a flagship products called Meter Pro Bioprinter, which can print with a dual hydrogel and has 10 micrometer accuracy, and the price is almost 4.5 lakhs, which is again 20x cheaper compared to any competitors available across the globe. They also offer the Pick Direct ink writing printer, which is priced at 12 lakh rupees, which is again used for the printing the cranial plates and the spine cages as well. And they do have a liquid expert robot for 96 veil plate preparation. So they have very successful stories like IIT Madras printing patient-specific silicon airway stand in 5 days, compared to 4 weeks it would have been take for imported products. This is 60% cheaper and resulting in a three essay papers and one patent file. The company is much more focused on advanced bioprinting technologies and innovative products, position them as one of the leading players in the Indian medical device market. This is just about regulation. We are not going much details about how it can be worked, but yeah, this is can be used if you kind of looking to develop a solutions for global level side, right? And this is more about EU, US, and the India, where in EU you need MD at 2021, which requires detailed design history file for all implantable medical devices. FDA PCP 2024 will treat AI software upgrade more like phone OS upgrade and requiring a new submission. Similarly, Indian BIS draft for 2026 is expected to mirror EU regulation, but with a very simpler form. So it's always important that if you are looking to build the solutions, like again in AI ML space, to compete with the global people and as well to take it to global level, it's important to have a documentations for best practices like pushing print logs to GitHub to build a good habit where you kind of capture all the data from day one. How trivial or dumb it might sound to you, but it's something that why majority of people are not able to generate an AI based solutions effectively. Like they don't log the each and every finding and studies. This can again help an AI to evolve from the mistakes and to increase the efficiency of the AI product as well. Now, yeah, so one of the key problems that we are addressing is to have a lack of diversity and the inclusion in the medical imaging data and algorithm. The current public city data that have a very low representation of the Asian patients at only 18%, which means Asian countries are not good at collecting a data and not only collecting but kind of categorizing and storing a data, something like the Western world are doing fabulously great. This leads to a sizing error for Indian consumers specifically, where algorithm trained on the Western data missize the Indian hips by almost 3 mm. So imagine you use AI to cure Indian patient and you ended up finding out it's not right because the data that you have trained your AI is completely based on the Western data. That's where I mentioned the documentation and implementing data is going to be one of the very critical skills. And that's where there are like few initiatives are already being done where thousands call Indian database, one of the initiative where to balance the representation of the age, gender in the region. There's a different ethic approval day to begin collecting and analyzing the data that which takes less than 45 days. The aim of this is to improve diversity and inclusion in the medical imaging. The critical to ensure the algorithm works accurately for all patients, not just for a dominant demographic. Right now, again, this is something not as a action item for the Lord's IET, but something that can be used as a next steps where every institute should have a mini maker space. Again, our bio science printer is available only at 4 lakh rupees. Imagine you have it how much faculty and the students learn from this 5 lakh investment in the bioprinting. They can have hands-on experience of how the bioprinting works, how the extrusion works, how the AI can improve system. The micro credential programs are already being done. This is something I learned from my fellowship at Royal Academy of Engineering. As a part of that, we got a chance to visit the Cambridge University, and they have very structural ways to teach people. And I just like the way how they have a in-house facility first, then micro credential programs, so that if anybody is interested into the program specifically, they can learn it. Then hospital partnerships. Again, the teams of Hyderabad is available. Uh, Care hospitals are there to seek a research tie-up. Then the community engagement, the different engagement is going to be much required if you want to build a system and make AI, make India great into the in the AI and ML space, the medical device space. And this is just again something that I do believe all of all of you guys will be using uh, in the day-to-day tasks like ChatGPT. But again, this is something like daily AI hacks that I already have kind of shared with couple of prominent university, and they're already implementing the exactly same chart where you can simply kind of always get MCQ questions from the ChatGPT, summarize it to the research paper through Scholar AI, so that you can always have up-to-date research data available. Then Google should explore guesses chart to ensure that your manual task can be easily done, and of course the PowerPoint can be done through Canva as well. So this is again more about identifying the ways to navigate, use AI to save the time and efficiency of the work. And this is a teaching playbook for a high engagement ideas where uh, again it's just a challenge where you can kind of give it to your students where latest lightweight challenge where students can cut 30% of marks from a phone stand and winning a design drop tasted live. Design clinic Friday where a local doctor brings x-ray, students propose printed solutions. AI versus human showdown. Teams compete using the manual CAD versus ChatGPT prompting. The live defect watch, stream Ender 3 print to Zoom. Student can of course call out the hips and the blips in the solutions, and the BioLink bingo, where uh, like team has mixed different combination of alginate as well as the gelatin to find out the optimal formula for a cell survival. Again, it's a very simple games and the hackathon where students can learn more about what is there in AI and what is AI actually, which can be implemented. And Startup toolkit to install in is a kind of AI tools that I believe that faculty and students should always use. Of course, like we said, the AI Fusion 360 is always being available. GPT and Gemini is one of the fabulous for using the chat as well as research paper done. So the printer monitoring and specifically for the Raspberry Pi, the Octoprint and the AI plugin again available to increase the efficiency of the bar printer and the 3D printer. For the slicing, the Prusa slicer is always available for built-in lattice infill, and the bioprinting, the LIV data can be used to understand more about bioprinting and how to ensure we can come with the effective solution. This is just about the brief about the funding and the community health, where there are many initiatives by Government of India where the students and the faculties can get up to more than 1 crore plus grant to develop their idea and take it to the final stage. For implementing the AI, the NVIDIA is already providing 30,000 worth of GPU hours available to practice the latest FIA and the detect the CNN training. So if you want to kind of build the AI on your existing CNN teaching, you can reach out to NVIDIA to get the credentials. And of course, there are a lot of communities on the Discord and the LinkedIn to, and as well as GitHub to rather than working something on your own, if you there is already the repository or the code available on GitHub, strongly advising to use it. And yes, so this is the vision that 2030 about where we are headed in terms of medical development. So we envision a future where the medical implants are produced right in the hospital to revolutionizing the healthcare. A compact ISO 7 clean room pods will install next to hospital pharmacy, allowing for the same day implant manufacturing. Voice control workflows powered by large language model will automate the process of passing the request, checking the city metadata, and queuing the printers automatically. The portable cone beam CT scanners with iPad class devices will enable the minimum radiation for screening from the implant designing. The AI-powered powder recycling will dramatically reduce the carbon footprint of the additive manufacturing, cutting the almost CO2 emission by 70%. Uh, and this will create an exciting new career opportunity with hospital recruiting the additive workflow engineers at an entry-level salary of 22 lakhs rupees per annum. So very promising for the future engineers. A quick overview about kind of material advances for the bioprinter. There are a lot of new implant grade materials combination with this strength with the cellular compatibility, where thick composite and the titanium alloys lead to a revolution. So again, it's more about how microbial additives can be printed directly into the surface of structure. And the aim of going into that detail is again, we are fairly aware that a lot of pharma companies already working with the pharma printer, where we can have our own custom made medicine available with different molecules specifically needed to a patient's end. And sorry. And the last one is that before we go for a Q&A, the key takeaway from that I always encourage you guys to work on is that how the AI and 3D printing to learn more about deliver the faster care, lighter parts, and the faster research budget. Start very small. Begin with the small desktop printer, Free Fusion 360, Octoprint Print AI plugin to experiment with the AI and to learn more about it. Multiple funding sources are already available. Do take benefit and uses of that, and the master the technology of AI so that uh, ultimately the hospitals will be run by a microfacturing future. So they can be a great proposition for students as well. So yeah, that's all. Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate. And yeah, join us. Feel free to join us in enabling happy and healthier lives through innovative medication management. Thank you. Hi, Madhukar. Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, completed, sir.
Yes, it's done. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Anybody, any audience, any questions? Please. Anybody want to ask questions to sir?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, coach. We are enabling all participants. We are enabling your microphone. You can interact with the speaker for any queries.
Sure.
Your mic is now on mute. You can ask any queries you have. Please utilize this session as an interactive. I request all faculty members. So please ask your respective questions. Or else you can drop in the message so that the speaker will solve your queries.
Yeah. Am I audible? Yes. Anybody want to ask question too? Yes. Anybody need to ask the questions? Please raise your hand, or you can put the question in the chat box. Okay. Shall we move for the yeah? Shall we move for the now vote of thanks? This is Dr. Mohammad Asif Katimni, Assistant Professor. Okay.
Hi, Dr. Mohammed. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I will please request Madhukar sir to please talk few words about the session.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you, Akif, for making me available. Kush, it was very, please convey our thanks from whole department and HOD and principal for making your time to being here, for making us all the participants learn what is current trends in 3D printing and how AML can be applied. I think this session has been a key of one of our note for our upcoming all FDP series. So I thank you for making your time out.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Again, thanks for inviting. Really
Yeah,
appreciate time over here.
all
Thank you.
participants, you can also reach Kush on LinkedIn if you have any further queries, because it's a recorded session. You can also on the YouTube also you can search for the Kush pages in the LinkedIn followers. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kush, for joining us. I request now Asif sir to please present votes of thanks.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Now let us go for the vote of thanks. Today we were fortunate to have with the distinguished speaker, Mr. Prajitpati sir, founder and CEO of the Redesign Medithol. Sir, thank you for delivering such a thoughtful, provoking, and the informative section. Your deep knowledge session for innovative and vision of the future have left us all inspired and the exciting about the potential of AI and 3D printing in revolutionizing the medical field. We are grateful for the time and effort you took to share your expertise with us, and we will certainly carry forward the key takeaway from your session. I would like I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to our participants for their enthusiastic and engagement today. Your presence and participation are what make event like this so successful. A big thank you to the organizing committee for meticulous planning this program and ensuring this smooth execution. Once again, thank you. Thank you, Prajapati sir, for being with us today and sharing your knowledge. We wish you all productive and enriching week ahead, filled with the learning and new things. Thank you, sir. And dear
Um,
participant, we are going to share the feedback link in the chat box and as well as in the WhatsApp group. Please fill up and submit, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah. Thank you very much, sir,
Yes,
for
sir.
the invitation. Again, really appreciate. Yeah, I hope it's going to be useful for the participant.
Okay, sir. Welcome.
are across